CBS presents this program in color.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. We think we have a very good show lined up for you this evening.
Dick.
Tommy, don't shush me. Now, what's the matter with you?
I'm reading this,
This is no time to read a book. We're trying to get the show. We're going to have a great show for you,
I
ladies.
can't go on and do the show until I finish this book.
But what's so important about that book?
This is the CBS, official CBS censorship book.
Oh.
Program practices, continuity acceptance. This is
censors?
a CBS censorship book.
This is the official?
That's
censors?
right, it is, and I got to read it. Well, this book has a lot of things. It's made me see the light. People in America, I've seen the light. I've transgressed on the roads of talk and overdone many things, and I've learned the light always to watch my mouth and to watch my mind as I travel, because in America here, this book tells you everything, Dickie. This book is essential.
Well, they know because they've lived, Tommy, and those censors know. They really do.
Listen, America. These are the guardians of your morals, the guardians of pure adult grown-up thought. These men are highly educated, geniuses, PhDs, and sober judgment is their call. The Censor's Handbook right here will change my ways, that's for sure. I must finish reading it because they wrote it themselves. And
Well, why is it taking you so long to read such a skinny little book?
Well, it was written in crayon.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars Noel Harrison, The Cake, Pat Paulson, special guest star Jane Powell, the Jimmy Joy Singers, the Louis DeBron Dancers, and Nelson Riddle and his orchestra, brought to you by... From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And we'd like to open the show by singing a very beautiful old Irish folk song.
It's a folk song that has been sung by balladeers for hundreds of years. It's entitled The Ballad of Molly Malone.
In Dublin, the city where the women are so pretty, there lived a fair maiden named Molly Malone.
She wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cows and mussels alive, alive, oh. Yes, the song of Molly Malone, a work of art and beauty out of the past. A song of gentle grace which lives yet today, though it be shrouded by the misty veil of history. You know, like most folk songs lost to antiquity, its origins are vague and obscene. And some of you are probably asking... Obscure. And some of you are probably asking, who was this obscure, obscene Molly Malone? The symbol of charm, the spirit of tenderness of whom we sing. And though we ask, yet we know. Sure we know, gang. We know of Molly Malone. She sold fish. Dead crabs, rotten, smelly dead fish. Running around the block, screaming and yelling with those crummy dead fish. Everybody knew she was coming before she started. The smell was
All right, you stop.
Here comes that Molly Malone with her dead fish again.
That's quite enough. That is enough.
They scream.
Enough. That is enough. Molly Malone was a sweet, tender girl. A girl who worked very hard selling her wares so she could feed her poor, starving family.
She was
and you condemn her.
No, she's a nice girl. She was the only girl that ever sold fish.
That she wasn't the only girl that ever sold fish.
She was one of many girls who sold fish.
Right, she was a
but
very
she was
nice
the one
girl.
that sold the dead fish. You can hardly hear it.
Stop that, Tommy. Forget about the fish. It's unimportant. It's just a very small part of...
You said...
My brother made a mistake again.
You said smell part.
Obviously, I know that.
Boy, you said it real clear.
I know it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Well, try to forget about the fish part and the smell part and just carry it on.
It was a small part. Now, let's get back to the song. Now, she didn't sell fish like you're making people believe, like you know, all these dead fish. She sold cockles and mussels, which is a type of a shellfish. And Molly Malone would wheel her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, and she'd cry, cockles,
Cockles,
mussels,
mussels,
cockles, mussels,
cockles,
mussels,
cockles.
What do you think you're doing?
Cockles.
What do you think you're doing? I said?
She sold cockles. So I say cockles. She went around cockles.
Sounds pretty groovy, huh? You
Yeah, I
really
kind of like
that
the sound of it. Cockles.
Okay, get it out of your system. Just sing all the cockles you want, Tommy. I'm not going on until you...
Cockles! You want to buy some dead, smelly cockles?
Let's hear a daddy cockle.
Cockles.
A baby cockle.
Cockles.
And a mommy cockle.
I'm through with the
You're
cockles.
through with the cockles. Okay, let's just go on.
I got a muscle, though. I like it.
Okay, get rid of your muscle.
Muscles.
Finish.
Yeah,
Good, let's go on with the song.
Oysters.
Tommy, I want you to get through because we have to sing the song the way it's supposed to be sung. Now, it goes cockles and mussels, and then we sing alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh.
What are live alive-os? You didn't tell me. My brother didn't tell me about live alive-os.
Because there's no such thing as alive, alive, oh.
Then you lied. You said live alive-os.
Tommy, it's describing the cockles and mussels. It's not a thing. It's a... Live, alive, oh means that cockles and mussels were fresh. Alive! Alive!
Oh.
Right, that's it. Alive, alive, oh. Just remember that. Okay. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder her father and mother were fishmongers too.
But they didn't hustle. They read Bertrand Russell, and people would squash all their live alive-os. There's a dead alive-o
Oh,
there.
stop that. She died of the fever, and no one could save her. And that was the end of sweet Molly Malone.
Her ghost pulls the barrow through streets broad and narrow,
Crying cockle,
cockle,
mussel,
muscle,
cock-a-doodle-doo. What's with this cock-a-doodle-doo?
cock-a-doodle-doo.
Why do you sing cock-a-doodle-doo in this song?
Oh.
There's got to be some reason.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I should know better by now,
Well, see,
right?
cock-a-doodle...
Why did you sing cock-a-doodle-doo?
Why?
Why? You're going to stand here till you tell me. Now, why did you sing it? Come on.
What was the question?
I sang cockles and mussels, and you sang cock-a-doodle-doo. Why did you sing?
You sang cockles. I said doodle-doo.
Okay. Why did you do doodle-doo?
To string it together with cockles, because the cock-a-doodle-doo, see, what she did was she not only sold
Cockles and mussels.
and alive-O's.
What?
She also sold chickens. Dead chickens.
Alive, alive, oh. Thank you very much. You know, when we choose guests for our show, we try to have someone who will appeal to teenagers and adults alike.
That's right. And tonight we're very fortunate in having as our guest a young man who appeals to neither.
That's right.
But we like him anyway. And here he is to sing Sunshine Superman. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Noel Harrison.
Sunshine came softly through my window today. Could have tripped out easy, but I changed my way. It'll take time, I know it, but in a while you're gonna be mine, I know it. We'll do it in style, 'cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I'll tell you right now, any trick in the book, and now, baby, all that I can find. Everybody's hustling just to have a little scene. When I say we'll be cool, I think that you know what I mean. We stood on a beach at sunset. Do you remember when? I know a beach where, baby, it never ends. 'Cause I've made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I'll pick up your hand and slowly blow your little mind. When you've made your mind up, you're going to be mine. I'll tell you right now, any trick in the book, and now, baby, all that I can find. Superman or Green Lantern ain't got nothing on me. I can make like a turtle and dart your pearls in the sea. You can just sit there a-thinking on your velvet throne about all the rainbows that you can have for your own. When you've made your mind up forever to be mine, I'll pick up your hand, slowly blow your little mind. When you've made your mind up forever to be mine.
As you know, this coming year is an election year. And one of the most puzzling phenomena in American politics today is the emergence of the actor-politician. Every week, it seems, another show business figure is getting into the political arena. And tonight, to kick off his political campaign, we'd like to present the latest Hollywood candidate, a man who may very well be the next president of the United States.
I come to you with a heavy heart and a ruptured body. Be the first topless president. When I first started my campaign trail, there were those who thought me foolhardy. They said, Tarzan for president? That's ridiculous. A man who lives in a jungle with no education, who leaps from tree to tree like a gorilla. Then they thought about it, and they said, well, at least he'll carry California. Wherever I go, people have asked me the same question. What'll I do if I'm elected? First of all, I'm going to buy myself a suit. Can't meet Shirley Temple like this. Now, I would like to answer a few of the charges of my critics. First of all, about those nasty rumors that I'm thinking of dumping Jane. Even though she's pretty dumpy, it's not true. I'm still very much in love with Janie Bird. Now, so why I no longer endorse my policy of living in the jungle. It's true I've completely changed my views, but there was a reason for that. I realize now that I was brainwashed. Now, as to my views on income tax, I feel there are more sensible ways for a government to raise money. I plan to introduce a bill that will enable Congress to kidnap the eldest member of every family and hold him for ransom. In passing, I'll be doing that from time to time if elected. I would like to quote my political advisor, Cheetah, who said, "You can fool some of the apes all of the time and all of the apes some of the time, but you can only make monkeys out of the voters every 4 years."
Got my vote. Well, you just met Tarzan, wonderful man, and now we'd like you to meet Jane, a Jane that we think the world of. And here she is to sing a song from the forthcoming motion picture, Dr. Dolittle, Miss Jane Powell.
Thought that one little moment, soft and sweet in the life of a lonely girl, would change my life. But by my life it will. After today, nothing will be the same again. Make my claim to fame, and then the grass will be greener, and the air will be cleaner, and my life be serener than heaven knows when, heaven knows when. After today I shall have bid my fears goodbye. After today I shall have no more tears to cry. Nothing will be the way it was. After today I'll say, oh, what a day it was. My heart will be lighter, and my smile will be brighter, and I'll be twice the fighter than ever I was. Clever because after today I shall have bid my fears farewell. After today I shall have no more fears to quell. I learn to live with laughter, to stay after the tears come the laughter. After today.
Boy, it's really so great to hear you sing, Jane. You know, that beautiful voice of yours just fills the room.
Oh, you're very flattering. Thank you, Dick.
You're welcome. You know, when Jane started rehearsals with us this week, I asked her if she would help me do a kind of a song that I've always wanted to try, operetta. And Sigmund Romberg wrote some just great melodies, and we're going to do one of his most famous tonight, the duet from Maytime entitled, Will You Remember?
We'll try.
Nelson, if you please.
Sweetheart, 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 will you love me ever? Will you remember the day when we were happy in May, my dearest one?
Sweetheart, 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 though our paths may sever,
Life's last
great ember, will you remember? Springtime, love,
when I'm calling
I will answer
that seems
I offer my love to you, to be your own.
If you refuse me, I will be and waiting all alone.
But if when you hear my love call ringing clear, then I will know
Belong to me. I belong.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the great pleasure of introducing for the first time on television an attractive slice of entertainment. 3 singing young ladies who call themselves The Cake.
You can't
I give to you and you give to me. True love, true love. True love, the dream that millions of lovers throughout the entire world search for, but very few find. And even when the few lucky ones do find true love, there are often obstacles in the way. Tonight, we present a story of two young lovers faced with what seemed to be an insurmountable obstacle. You see, they came from very different backgrounds.
Oh, Milton! Milton!
Here I come. Oh, Peggy Sue, it's you. I love you too. Do you love me too? Please say you do, my Peggy Sue. Hey, these are for you. I made that whole thing up.
Oh, you know I love you, Milton. You're all the world to me.
Oh, Peggy Sue, we could be so happy together. What does your father have against us? What does he have against centaurs? Am I so different? Am I so different? Get away, Fly. Oh, Peggy Sue, if ever there were two people meant for each other, it's all of you and this half of me.
I'll admit Daddy is a bit prejudiced against centaurs, but it's not entirely all his fault.
Well, what can I do to make him like me?
Well, for one thing, you can stop eating his hats.
Peggy Sue!
Oh, it's Father. Oh, hide, Milton.
I will not. I'm not going to run away again. I am what I am, and that's that.
Oh, you're so brave.
Old horse face again. There's your milk truck.
Hi there, Mr. Shapiro.
Please, Father, don't be angry with him. I love him and I want to marry him.
Sure, marry him. Where are you going to go on your honeymoon? The Kentucky Derby?
Very funny, Mr. Shapiro. Well, I'm a centaur. Have I not feelings? Oh, if you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If we break a leg, do we not get shot? Listen, Mr. Shapiro, Peggy Sue and I are getting married, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Is that the way you feel about it, Peggy Sue?
Yes, I do, Daddy.
Well, I guess there's no sense in beating a dead horse.
I've had enough of those dumb horse jokes.
Daddy, you mean you're giving us your blessing?
Well,
Oh, thank you, Daddy, thank you. I'll be right down, my love.
Oh, joy. She's going to be mine, Peggy Sue. And we can be happy even though we're different. Even though I am a centaur, it doesn't make any difference, does it? I can just see it on our mailbox. Mr. and Mrs. Milton Trigger.
here she is. You got to be careful, though. She's a little slippery.
Oh, my sweet little mermaid.
Oh, my handsome centaur.
I hope you both know it's not going to be easy. Go, my little ones, go in happiness. Get married, make a home for yourself. I only ask one favor of you.
What's that, Daddy?
Don't move into my neighborhood.
We'll be right back with Jane Powell and Noel Harrison on the second half of the Smothers Comedy Brothers Hour.
Once again, here's Noel Harrison to sing his newest song, Suzanne.
Suzanne takes you down to her place by the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can stay the night beside her, and you know that she's half crazy, but that's why you want to be there. And she feeds you tea and oranges that come all the way from China. And just when you mean to tell her that you have no love to give her, then she gets you on her wavelength, and she lets the river answer that you've always been her lover. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and you know that she can trust you, 'cause you've touched her perfect body with your mind. And Jesus was a sailor when he walked upon the water, and he spent a long time watching from a lonely wooden tower. And just when he knew for certain only drowning men could see him, he said, all men will be sailors then, until the sea shall free them. But he himself was broken long before the sky would open. Forsaken, almost human, he sank beneath your wisdom like a stone. And you want to travel with him, and you want to travel blind, and you think you'll maybe trust him, 'cause he's touched your perfect body with his mind. Suzanne takes your hand and she leads you to the river. She's wearing rags and feathers from Salvation Army counters, and the sun pours down like honey on Our Lady of the Harbour. And she shows you where to look amongst the garbage and the flowers. There are heroes in the seaweed, there are children in the morning. They are leaning out for love, and they will lean that way forever, while Suzanne holds the mirror. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and you're sure that she can find you, 'cause she's touched your perfect body with her mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the richest sources of historical information is not the history book, it's the folk song, the traditional folk song. Songs like John Henry, Casey Jones, Barbara Allen, and Tom Dooley, they not only describe the character, but the times as well.
Amen, brother.
Thank you.
We learn a lot about history from folk songs because they're songs about kings and queens and murders, you know,
Yes.
things we like to hear about.
That's right. And tonight, we like to sing for you a very, very tragic ballad. A ballad of a man whose obsessive hatred for tomatoes cost him his life. Yes, I said tomatoes. But in dying, he gave the world one of its most relished treasures. Ladies and gentlemen, the ballad of the Tomato Vendetta. This song's about the tomato vendetta and the tale of a man who let a hate for tomatoes cause him strife. He lost his job, wife, home, car, kids, and life. He'd go downtown to buy some groceries. He went because his family was hungry. He always bought bread, meat, and potatoes, but he wouldn't touch those ugly tomatoes.
I always buy bread, meat, and potatoes, but I wouldn't touch no ugly tomatoes. All of my life I've learned to hate those ugly tomatoes you call tomatoes.
Tomatoes, tomatoes,
Tomatoes! Me? Vicious, ugly tomatoes! I hate them! I hate them all! Tomatoes and tomatoes! No one's watching. This is my chance to get them. I don't know why I hate tomatoes. They're just as ugly as far as ugly goes. Here in the store, while no one is watching, I'll set melons on them and laugh at their squashing.
After shopping and on his way home, his loathing for tomatoes cut to the bone. He just couldn't stand the strain anymore. He vowed to destroy the tomato horde. He turned around and viciously hoping the grocery stores would all be open. His eyes grew cold, for he was a man whose moment of truth was close at hand.
All over town, in every store, tomatoes will be hurt and spilled on the floor. Big melons and turkeys and large stacks of grits, I'll dump on their sections and smash them to bits.
At the last store he finished his plan, but on his way out a delivery van full of big ripe tomatoes drove in and hit him. Tomato vendetta had claimed its victim.
All through my life, I've hated tomatoes. With all the hate from my head to my toes. I didn't know the tomatoes were watching. Now I'm a victim of tomatoes watching. Help! Help!
Oh my God! I don't know what happened. It's not my fault. The tomatoes, they're coming. They keep coming out of the truck. They're dumping themselves in them. What a mess. Oh, it's awful.
Hey, there's a hand under there.
Oh my God. It's a man. Let's get him out of there. Oh, I think it's a man. It's Captain Tomato. Hey, what happened? What fella? Tell us, what happened?
Those dirty, rotten tomatoes.
Yeah?
They got me. They finally caught up with me. Those ugly tomatoes. I hate tomatoes. You know what I mean? I've destroyed every tomato I could find. I had to stop the red menace. I knew sooner or later they'd catch me, but I had to do it.
Take it easy, Tom.
Take it easy. Don't forget
No.
what's happened here. I don't want to have died in vain.
Somehow I have the feeling the world must never forget this. Whatever it is.
I think you're right. But how are we going to do it? How are we going to make the world remember?
Well, we'll tell everyone about this mess. Whatever it is. And from now on, the tomato vendetta will spread from mouth to mouth.
The incident of the tomato vendetta caused a sensation. It was something that the public would relish and readily snatch up, popularly known as tomato ketchup. of July and Uncle Sam. What's more American than baseball? I am, we am. What's more American than toothpaste? Cold peanut butter, toast and jam. What's more America than A-OK? I am, we am. Wherever you go in America these days, it seems like you see Americans accusing their neighbors of being un-American.
That's the American way.
That's right. Democrats say they're more American than Republicans and vice versa.
And versa versa.
And people from Kansas say they're more American than people from New Jersey.
And people from New Jersey say they're more American than people from Japan.
Wait a minute, Tommy. The Japanese people are not American.
That's exactly what they said in New Jersey.
All right. We're all questioning one another's patriotism, and everybody claims to be more American than the next guy. But I could say, without fear of contradiction, that they're all wrong. You know who's more American?
You tell them, Yankee Doodle Smothers.
I am. What's more American than hot dogs?
Hold it.
The 4th of July and Uncle Sam.
Hold it, hold it,
Okay,
Dickie.
what
Hold
is
it, Pinko.
Why do you call me a pinko?
Because I'm thinking of something that, compared to which you're a pinko, for Pinko Marx Brothers, everybody, Karl Marx, what I'm thinking
What
of
are you
it.
trying to say?
Oh, you,
All right, flat mouth, go on, spit it out. What's more American than I?
you're looking at it. Star-Spangled Smothers, look at my face, Dickie, and you see the symbol of old glory.
Well, let me look at it. Let me see. You're right, Tommy. Everybody, look at my brother's face. He's right. The symbol of America. The bald eagle.
Very funny.
Thank you.
But it's a pretty common tactic used by your kind, you cum-sim pinko reactionary hippie flower
Listen.
freak.
Oh, yeah? Listen, you know very well that when we were children, I was always more American. I ate apple pie. I ate hot dogs, and I loved to play baseball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I wanted to play baseball, but his friends wouldn't let me play baseball.
That's right, because they thought you were a commie. I tried to get you to play the game, but they said, we don't want to play with Commie Smothers.
You knew my name was Tommy. You could have said it right, but you didn't. You could have told him it was Tommy instead of Commie.
I know that.
Now say it.
Commie.
Not Commie, Tommy.
Tommy.
Tommy, you did it on purpose. You wanted everybody to think I was less American than I am.
I know that, Tommy. I know it bothered you. I should have told them right away. I knew your name was Tommy.
You're always
but
tearing me down. Well, you said it, and it hurt me, and you said it.
I'm sorry, Tommy. I apologize. I'm really sorry. Forgive me. I am serious. I should never have said that, and I truthfully, in front of all these people, I apologize.
Well, I'll let it go this time.
Thank you.
Pinko.
So, friends, stop tearing each other down and help build a better America.
And henceforth, let us unite with a motto that gives a new meaning to the letters LSD.
TV and driving a big car. What's more American than squatting? I am, we are. What's more American than hot dogs? Corn down the line of the sand. What's more American than baseball? I am, we am. The Stuyvesant flag, George Washington, the Capitol Dome, and bubble gum. There's General Grant and Robert E. Lee. But most of all, you can count on little old me. What's more American than toothpaste? Full of peanut butter. What's more American than A-OK? I am, we am. Ours is a heritage, second to none. We are a nation, united as one. Our founding fathers gave us a start, and their love for the country is known in every heart. What's more American than staying together? What's more American than birds of a feather? What's more American than ever? I am, I am, I
Hey, we had a marvelous time tonight with our guests, Jane Powell, Noel Harrison, and the Cake. Let's give them a hand.
Beautiful. We'll be back next week with a show we think is going to be really, really great. We'll have the lovely Greer Garson and the Association.
And also Tommy Smothers.
Oh, that's right, and Tommy Smothers.
Cute kid with a terrific figure.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This is Roger Carroll speaking.